Well, ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joining us now. And Richard, some down arrows kind of across the board today.
Yeah, much of what we saw last week. On Friday, we certainly did put together a pretty good rally, but more of the same, except for Friday. Indeed, when I was here at noon with Scott today, the Dow was up by 90 points, and frankly, it was up by 142 points at the high of the day. But that was at the high of the day. The market closed at the low of the day. The only good news is that volume was very light, no panic selling that anyone could find. And frankly, we're still looking at the Fed and interest rates as a logical excuse for why this sell-off continues. So let's take a look at today's damage, although it's not so terrible. There you see the Dow down 89 points, just over 1/3 of 1% at 25,250.55. That on a volume of 702 million shares. Yet NASDAQ down 66 points, the big loser of the day, down 0.9 of 1% at 7,430.74. That on volume of 1,509 million shares. And if those two are down, you bet. The S&P is down 16 points, 0.6 of 1% at 2,750.79. Well, the end of an era. Sears Roebuck, call them what you want. I call them going out of business. Sears today declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The company said it will be closing more than 140 stores between now and the end of the year. This, folks, is from the company that once was the largest retailer in the United States of America, famous certainly for any number of things, including the famous Sears catalog, brand names like Craftsman, if you're familiar with that, Kenmore. And let me tell you, this was one viable company. About 10 years ago, they merged with Kmart. A lot of people think that was less than a good idea. And frankly, it's been since 2010 that Sears last posted a profit. So let me say this company's only been in business for more than 125 years. That said, they just have not kept up with the times, and obviously pretty sad to see Sears going goodbye.
Just about any big mall across the country, you expected to see a Sears there, and I understand that these closings are going to have an effect here.
Yeah, well, we saw at Sarasota Square Mall not recently, and today it was announced DeSoto Square Mall, which was Sears was one of the first tenants in the early 1970s. That store will be closed before the end of this calendar year.
Wow.
Pretty tough.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Richard.
You're
We'll see you
welcome.
tomorrow.